Is now a good time to buy a house in Sacramento? I'm getting this question every single day right now, and honestly, I get it. Because the market right now is weird. Interest rates just dropped to 3-year lows. Inventory is up 60%. Homes are sitting on the market longer than they have in years. And buyers who've been sitting on the sidelines watching this whole thing unfold are thinking, wait, is this my moment? Should I jump in or should I just keep waiting? I'm Noel, Sacramento's real estate guy, and I've been selling homes here for over 13 years. And in this video, I'm gonna give you my honest take on what's actually happened in the Sacramento market right now in 2026. And if you wanna talk through whether now is the right time for you, specifically, your budget, your timeline, your situation, my number is 916-207-2155, and you can call or text me anytime or email me at eric@erictherealestateguy.com or check in the description below and let's schedule some time to talk. Okay, so let's start off here. There's no sales pitch, just real data, real analysis, and hopefully some clarity so that you can make the smartest decision for your situation. Let's dive in. Okay, so to answer the question, is now a good time to buy? We need to look at 3 things. Number 1, what's happening with the interest rates? Is this actually good news for once? 2, how many homes are actually for sale? Because this has changed dramatically. 3, how much negotiating power do you have as a buyer right now? Let's start with the rates, because this is where things get interesting. All right, here are the headlines. Mortgage rate in February are at 3-year lows. Right now, the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate is 6.09%. And some lenders are even going below 6 if you got strong credit. Now, I want you to think back to where we were just a year ago. February 2025, rates were at 6.87%. Go back a little further, late 2023, rates hit 8%. Some people were seeing rates above 8% depending on their credit situation. So, compared to where we were, this is a big deal. This is real progress. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, Eric, but rates are going to keep dropping. Should I wait? And the honest answer, based on what experts are saying, is probably not dramatically. Most forecasters expect rates to stay somewhere between 6% and 7% for the rest of 2026. Again, no one has a crystal ball. We might see them settle closer to 6.5% by the end of the year. So if you think waiting for rates to drop back to 3% or 4% like they were during COVID, I admire the optimism. I'm also waiting for the Kings to win the championship. Neither is happening this year. Those pandemic rates were historically unusual. There are emergency measures. We're not going back there anytime soon. But here's what I really want you to understand. Let me show you what this rate difference actually means in real dollars. Let's say you're buying a $600,000 home in Elk Grove, which is pretty typical right now. You're putting 20% down, so you're financing about $480,000. At 6.87% interest, monthly payment, $3,155. At 6.09% interest, monthly payment, $2,897. That's a difference of $258 every single month. Let me put that in perspective for you. $258 a month, your Costco run, 2 nice dinners out with your family, your kids' soccer league fees, 4 tanks of gas. This is real money staying in your pocket every single month for 30 years. Over the life of your loan, that's over $93,000 that you're not paying to the bank. So yeah, rates matter, and right now they're working in your favor. All right, let's talk about inventory. How many homes are actually for sale right now? And this is where the market has done a complete 180. Let me paint you a picture of what the last few years have been like. For the last 4 years, trying to buy a house in Sacramento was like trying to get Taylor Swift tickets. A house would hit the market on Thursday morning. By Thursday afternoon, there are 47 showings scheduled. By Sunday night, it was pending with 8 offers. 6 people were crying in their pillow, wondering what they did wrong. That is not what's happening anymore. Here are the numbers in February 2026. Sacramento had 1,498 homes on the market. In February 2025, 927 homes. That is a 61.6% increase in inventory. We're not talking about a little bump. We're talking about fundamentally more options than buyers have had in years. Now, what does this actually mean for you? Number one, you have more choices now. A year ago, you were looking at 3 houses, picking the least bad one, and making an offer the same day, hoping you'll get it. Now, you can see 10 houses, compare them, think about it, sleep on it, come back for a second showing. I don't always recommend that, even in this market, just so you know. Number two, homes are sitting on the market longer. Days on the market has gone for 25 to 30 days last year to 31 to 37 days now. In some neighborhoods like Elk Grove, we're seeing homes take 31 days to sell versus 21 days a year ago. What does that mean? Sellers are getting nervous. They're realizing they're not going to get 5 offers the first weekend, and nervous sellers negotiate. Number 3, you're not getting into an insane bidding war. Remember when I said 8 offers over asking price? That's mostly over. Now let's keep it real. Good homes still get multiple offers if they're priced right, but we're not seeing people go 50 or 70,000 over asking price out of desperation anymore. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Everybody keeps asking me, Eric, is this a buyer's market or a seller's market? And the answer is, it depends. Let me break it down by price range because that matters. Homes under 500,000, places like Rancho Cordova, parts of North Sacramento, some areas of Natomas. This is still pretty competitive. Well-priced homes in good conditions are still getting multiple offers. Homes 500 to 700,000, which is most of Elk Grove, Roseville, and parts of Folsom. This is a balanced market. Good homes still sell, but buyers have time to think. You can negotiate. You're not in bidding wars. Homes over 750,000, El Dorado Hills, Granite Bay, higher end properties. This is leaning more towards a buyer's market. Homes are sitting longer. Sellers are motivated. You have real leverage. Now, since I specialize in Elk Grove, let me tell you what I'm seeing on the ground here. Sellers who price their home right and have their homes in showing condition, they're still getting offers within the first couple of weeks. The good homes still move. But for sellers who are overpriced by 20 or 30,000, or sellers who have deferred maintenance and are hoping someone doesn't notice, these homes are sitting 45 days, 60 days, sometimes 90 days. And after about 30 days on the market, sellers start to panic. They start wondering if they priced it wrong. They start being willing to negotiate. So here's my advice. If you're looking to buy right now, don't lowball every house. The good ones are still going to sell quickly. And you're just going to frustrate sellers and waste everyone's time. But do negotiate strategically. If a house has been sitting on the market 20 or 30 days, come at it slightly below asking. Ask for seller credits towards closing costs. Ask them to handle some of the repairs for your inspections. Because here's what the data tells us. Sellers are now receiving on an average of 98% of their list price, down from 99% last year. That's a 1% difference. That means there's room to negotiate. Not a ton, but some. Now, some of you are probably thinking, if the market is shifting in my favor, should I just wait 6 more months and see if prices drop? Look, I can't predict the future. Nobody can. But here's what the data and the forecasters are saying. Home prices are expected to rise 3 to 5% annually throughout 2026. The median home price could hit $565,000 by mid-year. So if you wait 6 months, hoping to save $15,000 on the purchase price, but interest rates tick up 0.5% in that time, you're actually lose money on your monthly payment. You traded a one-time savings for a 30-year cost. Trying to time the real estate market perfectly is like trying to time the stock market. Some people get lucky. Most people just waste time and miss opportunity. The market doesn't wait for you to be ready. It just keeps moving. All right, so let's cut through the noise and get to the real question. Should you buy right now or should you wait? Here's my framework, and I'm going to be really straight with you here. You should seriously consider buying now if, number one, you're planning to stay in your home for at least 5 to 7 years. Real estate is a long-term game. If you're thinking you're going to move right in 2 years, the transactions cost and potential market fluctuations could eat up the gains. This isn't a flip this home. 2, you're financially ready. I mean, you're really ready. You have your down payment saved, your credit score is solid, ideally 700 plus, you're pre-approved for a mortgage, and you have an emergency fund on top of your down payment. Because life happens. Water heaters break, roofs leak, you need cushion. 3, if you can afford the monthly payment comfortably at today's rate, don't stretch yourself thin, hoping rates drop so you can refinance later. Buy what you can afford right now at 6.09%. And anything better is a bonus. Number 4, you found a home or a neighborhood that genuinely fits your life. Don't buy just because rates are lower than last year. Buy because it makes sense for your family, for your commute, for your kids' school, for your future. You should probably wait if, number 1, you're not financially ready yet. If you're still building your down payment, or if you need to improve on your credit score, or if you're not sure you can handle the monthly payment. Take the time. Don't rush into the biggest purchase of your life before you're ready. Number 2, you're uncertain about your job or your plan. If there's a decent chance you're moving out of state, or you're changing careers, or your company might relocate you, don't lock yourself into a mortgage. Flexibility matters. 3, if you're waiting for a specific life event, getting married soon, thinking about having kids, a job change is coming. If your life is about to shift significantly, maybe wait until things settle. Here's my honest opinion after doing this for over 13 years. The people who do the best in real estate aren't the ones who times the market perfectly. Nobody times it perfect. The people who do well are the ones who buy when it makes sense for their life and their finances, and then they stay long enough for it to work out. If you're ready, if you can afford it, and if you found something you actually want, this is a pretty solid time to buy. Rates are at 3-year lows, you have more choices than you had in years, and you actually have some negotiating power. That's a good combination. All right, so if you're sitting here thinking, okay, Eric, I think I'm ready. What do I actually do? Here's your action plan. Step 1, get pre-approved, not pre-qualified. Pre-approved. Pre-qualified is when you tell a lender your income and they say, yeah, you could probably borrow this much. Pre-approved is when a lender actually looks at your W-2s, your tax returns, your bank statements, verifies everything and says, yes, we will lend you this specific amount. Sellers want to see pre-approval letters. It shows you're serious. It shows you can actually close. Step 2, define your must-have and your nice-to-haves. Must-haves are non-negotiable. 3-bedroom, good school district, under 30 minutes commute, whatever it is for you. Nice-to-haves are things you love, but you're flexible on. A pool, 4th bedroom, newer kitchen. Write these things down. Literally, write them down. Because when you're looking at houses, emotions take over and you start compromising on the wrong things. Step 3, work with an agent who actually knows the local market. And look, I'm obviously biased here, but I genuinely believe working with someone who knows Sacramento, born and raised, who knows which neighborhoods are holding value and which ones are overpriced, that makes a huge difference. I've been doing this for over 13 years. I know where you can negotiate, where you need to move fast. I know which builders have the best reputation and which ones have serious issues. I know the game. And if you want help navigating this market, I'm happy to talk you through your situation. No pressure, just a conversation. All right, let's wrap this up. Here's what we covered today. Interest rates are at 3-year lows, 6.09%, down from almost 7% last year. That's a real monthly savings. Inventory is up 61.6%. You have more choices than you had in years. And you have actual negotiating power as a buyer, especially on homes that have been sitting for a few weeks. Is this the perfect time to buy? There's no such thing as perfect. But if you're financially ready and you're planning to stay long term, this is a pretty good time to buy. If you want to walk through whether buying makes sense for you right now, whether you can afford it, where you should be looking, what neighborhoods make sense for your situation, here's how you can reach me. Call or text 916-207-2155. Email eric@erictherealestateguy.com. Both are in the description below. We can have a conversation, no pressure, no obligation, just honest guidance from someone who's been doing this for over 13 years and genuinely wants to help you make the right call. And if you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button because I put on videos like this every week. Market updates, buyer strategies, neighborhood breakdowns, all the info you need to make a smart decision in this market. Thanks for watching. I'm Eric Noel, Sacramento's real estate guy, and I'll see you in the next video.